Hello there, Eric Moss here. The channel just hit 100 subscribers, and that's pretty exciting, so thanks for your support, and I thought I'd do a video to commemorate that. This video will be what stays on my harness, no matter what I'm doing, trad, sport, top rope, what stays on my harness. There are a few things I've got here that I pretty much never take off unless I'm using them, obviously. So the first thing we've got, and you'll notice I don't have a PAS or anything. What I use instead is 2 Alpine draws, and if I'm cleaning a sport route, it's very easy for me to just extend these to the bolts, do what I need to do, and I have plenty of length to sit down on the bolts. Usually this is a good length to manage, manage the cleaning and also set up my rappel and test the rappel. I like having a long tether to test the length of the rappel. So this has worked great for me. It's a really simple system. I can also use these as an extra quick draw, which sometimes I forget to bring enough quick draws, or as a longer quick draw, or just extra extension for whatever purpose, setting up a top rope. You'd be surprised how often just an extra sling comes in handy. And if I'm out of, if I need a locking carabiner, I can use 2 non-locking carabiners opposite and opposed. So that's the first thing I've got. Second thing, of course, is a belay device / rappel device. I've got the ATC guide. See, it's gotten a lot of love over the years in this camp belay beaner. And yeah, it's just a versatile device. I don't usually use it for guide mode. For belaying from the top, usually I use the munter on this beaner, which is really good for the munter because it's nice and wide. But I will use the guide mode for self-belaying top rope if maybe I need to retrieve a piece of gear that my follower couldn't unstick. Then I'll rappel down myself and then top rope belay myself up. So that's another thing. And finally, I've got this, I've got my Prusik, which is a little different than what most people might use. You might see Prusik loops for most applications, but I actually prefer this, and you use it just the same way. And at the end, I've got these knots, which are like an overhand on a bite, but it's not quite the same. And this is like a ring loaded overhand. It's sort of like an offset water knot, something like that. But anyway, and the reason I do that is to keep the tails with an overhand loop. The tail would be here, and that might get in the way of the friction, whatever friction hitch I want to do. So this works really well. I've got a small beaner here because I use my leg loop as a backup. The inside of the leg loop right here. I've got my belay device. I wrap the rope up with this, and I make sure that it holds my weight before I unclip my tethers. And sometimes I'll rappel the length of of the tethers, then unhook one tether, then test it again. I like to test my rappel twice because that's one of the more dangerous things you can do in climbing, apparently. And so that's what I always have on me. I'll do more videos about stuff that I swap out. Sometimes I bring belay glasses, belay gloves, and I've got a bunch of I've got a utility chalk bag that I use that has a few nuances about it. But anyway, if this is your sort of thing, obscure climbing knowledge and discussion, feel free to subscribe, and let me know what's on your harness. What do you always keep? What works for you? I'm always interested to see what other people are doing and to have spirited discussion about that. So let me know. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks.